want to talk to you now about our final week. We have done the skin. On week 2, we have done the practical routine. I know you're not needing this at the moment, but it is good to have it and to be able to practice. We've also covered in week 3 the cell chapter, we've covered the digestive system, and then last week in your 5th week we covered the urinary system. I did get a question about doing a little recap video on the skin, but if you have a look at the YouTube, this one has already been done there. So the normal routine, you've been getting a YouTube link to look at a video. I know there's a lot of different videos on all of the systems, but the one we have picked for you is most relevant to what you need for iTech, so make sure and have a look at those ones. And then you have the green book to read through the chapter on the system and get an understanding of it. Then you have the exam questions, which highlight all the important points to learn, and then you've been getting a recap video, which is a short video from me at the end of each system to really zone in on what's needed to focus on, especially coming up to your iTech exams. So I've done a recap video and they're on the YouTube link for all those 4 systems. There's one on the skin chapter highlighting the important parts. There's a recap video on the digestive system, there's one on the cell, and there's one on the urinary system. So the 4 systems that you've had to cover at home, there is a recap video for each one of those. Again, well done on getting this far, and thanks very much for all the remaining coursework coming in. If there is 1 or 2 treatment evidences still to come in that you're sending, if you can do those today, that would be great. This is our deadline because I want to check them all for you before they're submitted and ready for iTech. As you know already, iTech exams will not be going ahead in May. The provisional date is the 11th of July. So all going well, this will be able to go ahead. So I know you're deserving a little break now as well before that comes up. So all I'll ask you to do for the following week is a small exam where I'm going to send you that exam on Monday and you'll complete it. There is 10 questions in it, so you have 10 marks per question. I didn't want to give you a big exam, but I picked all the questions from previous iTech papers. So it'll be content from back along, which you mightn't have studied in a couple of months. So it's a well-rounded exam. It is quite short, that I hope everybody can just take part in it. And you need to send me in your answers on Thursday of next week, because you will be getting the answer paper for that exam sent to you on Friday. So I have just a little example of the way I want you to send it to me. So there is a lot of different level 3 students, so I want you to put your name on the top of the paper and just the group that you're from. So it could be Galway level 3, it could be Limerick level 3, Kilkenny level 3. So your name and the group that you study in, and then numbers 1 to 10 and just the correct letter beside the number. So 1D, 2A, I've just randomly picked them there for you. And that's all you need to send in to me. So you'll receive this exam paper on Monday and you will answer me on the Thursday. Before then if you want, but just make sure you have them in on Thursday. Every student needs to do this. It will be part of your final grading as well. Now it is an open book exam. The way I'd like you to do it is get the exam paper, because as I said, they're all iTech questions, so it will be good practice in the way that the questions are asked again, and I've included a range of systems in there for you. So try and complete the exam, see how you get on, and then you can obviously open the book if you need to look for some of the answers, but have a go at it first before you open the book. And I don't mind if you get 100%, if you get 80%, it doesn't matter. It's just about you finding the answers, and then you'll get the exam paper on Friday. So you'll be able to check your answers. I won't be sending you out results of those. The way the system is working now, your IMST will be graded on everything you've done so far in the college, between your exams, your coursework, attendance, all of that. In your practical, because you now don't have an exam, you will be marked from everything you've done in the college so far, and we'll take everything into consideration, because a lot of the students would progress on at this time of year as well, and I know you haven't the chance to do that in the college and, you know, maybe move from a merit to distinction or whatever it may be, but we will be taking all that into consideration. So the main thing for this exam that I'm sending you on Monday is that you complete it and you send me back in the answers. That will go a long way for you. So once you have that done, we're actually finished, and you can then check your answers from the exam paper, which is a better way of learning them as well. You can then have a well-deserved break, and we will be in touch before your ITEC exams anyhow again to confirm everything. So just want to say well done to everybody for completing all your studies this way. You have been really fantastic with it. And if you do need anything in the meantime, feel free to send me an email and I'll get back to you. All right, enjoy your summer a little bit.